Yeah. Daine, welcome and thank you so much for coming through, man. We appreciate this. Uh, you've always played here down the road at Orlando Stadium.
Yeah.
Actually, what came to your mind when you drove past Orlando Stadium?
Good memories, very, very good memories. I'm familiar with the off ramp. I'm familiar driving to the stadium in the bus.
In the bus, yeah.
Yes, and with the team. So good memories, very, very good memories. Very familiar with the surrounding areas I'm in at the moment. So we used to go for lunch sometimes with the team when we have a session at Orlando. So yeah, very, very good memories. It's good to be here in these places.
So it is home to you.
Yeah, basically, I've been adopted. Yeah,
Ah.
I'm adopted. I'm an adopted son of Soweto. So, yeah, massive respect for Orlando, for Soweto, for the surrounding areas. You know, Dobsonville, having played at those type of stadiums as well, and I've done a lot of things in Soweto. So, yeah, it's a township hub of South Africa.
You paid us a visit to one of the NetBank ambassadors, yourself, Stiga, Tiko, Shaba, Coach Pito. Beautiful environment. Those people that are handpicked there are people with style, class, as well as legendary status in their own rights. And you were one of them. It must be a big deal for you.
Yeah, big deal for me. I think with the launch at Conca of the Nedbank Cup,
How was
the
Conca?
campaign. No, it was a fantastic campaign. I think the launch of the campaign was really good. It was good to see Shaba, good to see Teko, good to see Stiga, Coach Pizzo. You know, we've shared change rooms together, we've shared the field together, and for everybody to come together, the conversation was top between all of us. I think good memories where we are now, and obviously Coach Pizzo receiving his flowers, you know, for what he's done for the country as a whole, and how he's inspired us all, you know, where he is today. You know, it's testament to where he comes from, you know, and he always shares, and me knowing him personally from that young age, that I got an opportunity to play and to see him doing what he's doing, and to be in his presence at Conca that day was really fantastic for me, and it was very, very inspiring to just be in his company again after so long.
I'm going to just play devil's advocate here. Coach Gavin or Coach Pito?
I would choose both because the one game I can't. I've been getting this question all the time, you know. But I'm fortunate enough to have worked with two of South Africa's best coaches, and you know, if I can't really choose, you know, they have to make me an offer, and who's gonna give me the most, and then okay.
But because I always know, I know them both, and I'm just going to say, when it comes to strong language, who takes it?
It's Gavin Hunt takes it, hands down on the bench, match day.
Yeah, yeah.
I know he's emotional.
I
The
know.
passion, the drive, that's him.
I know. But let's look at NetBank. I mean, Daine, you're one of the players that have always lived a simple life, but a straightforward life, with family, getting married at a young age. You've got your boys, you're raising them. It's all beautiful and all of that. What do you think makes it difficult for other players, you know, coming up like you and me? You've always said that we grew up in the same, you know, environment, sort
Yes.
of. And what makes it difficult for other players not to see that football is a career, but it's a short career?
Yeah, I think the I think the bad part is the discipline part, you know, and who you associate yourself with, you know. So I would grow up. I know gangsters, friends of mine that has passed away, that it's, you know, that it hasn't lived right, but the minute I would come in their company, they would kind of protect me, you know, and that's the level of respect that you gain over the years, and everybody's like, no, he's out of here. We love that about it. You know, so where you come from plays a very, very important part. So you're representing those people, you know, and those people shouldn't then obviously influence you negatively. You get jealousy, number one, and I think that's a downfall of many, many players, where friends will make them do bad things purely because they're jealous of them, and that's an important part, especially in the townships, in the rural areas. Those type of things are very, very, very rife, you know, and it's just about trying to live a little bit better and not do what everybody does. And if you can, and if you're able to do that, and you gain a level of respect of your peers that's next to you, and you make them believe that you know what, I respect my craft, I respect playing football, I respect everybody wants to play football, so it's a dream for everybody. Now, if you have an opportunity, take it with both hands and just sacrifice the normal lifestyle that everybody else lives, standing on the corners, doing the wrong things. You know, you don't have to do those things if you want to be if you want to be successful. I think you gotta let those things go.
Never had bad publicity on newspapers, on radio, on anything. What kept you grounded?
I I think what kept me grounded is the home, the values that was instilled in me from a young age, and understanding where I come from and what it means to be where I am. Just always been my dream to play in the PSL. You know, obviously Europe, Bafana, all those type. We have all those ambitions, and when it's in front of you, then you have to grasp it with both hands. And I think, you know, like I always say, you know, there's a time and place for everything. You know, I'm able today to have a beer whenever I want to. But when I was playing, I couldn't because there's a match, there's training, you know. So what you do, how you do it, and when you do it becomes important. You know, it doesn't say you can't have fun. It just means that you must have fun, but just know when and how.
Let's take it back to the Nedbank Cup. 4 teams are left. What has been your upset thus far in the Nedbank Cup that you could say since they started the season? What has been your upset that you've seen that, goodness, that was upsetting to watch?
I think it's been a good it's been good. I think I follow Dondol Stars. I follow them when they played Supersport, when they beat Supersport. They beat Amazulu afterwards, and then obviously they come up against Pirates and took Pirates to penalty shootout. So to me, that's the success story of the Nedbank Cup. You know, it's the David versus Goliath, and Dondol Stars really came through. And I'm very keen to see how they are going to progress over the next couple of years. You know, and that's just the magic of what the Nedbank Cup brings. You know, the unknown then becomes known, which is why the competition started. But obviously we have 4 PSL teams, and the hype of the semi-final, the derby this weekend. You know, I think that's the derby is going to be fireworks definitely, and then obviously Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune on Sunday down in Stellenbosch.
Mm. I'm looking at the Nedbank Cup. The last time we saw a record score was 24-0, Power Lines Sundowns. But lately we only see your 5s, your 4s. We don't see those exorbitant number of goals anymore. Do you think the Nedbank Cup has helped the smaller teams to lift their game and close the gap between, Dondol being the case in practice there? Looking at the gap, has it made the smaller teams to close the gap, and has it made them to actually say, even if we lose, we keep it respectable?
Yeah, I think the gap or the bridge has been closed when it comes to professional and amateur teams, and it's good to see. I think there's so much material out there, you know, for everybody to learn, and tactics and the coaches, and to see the Dondol Stars technical team. You can see, you know, it's guys that's been to coaching courses, and they follow the coaching trends. You know, there's the latest trends. It's on TV all over the place. You know, they dissect the game. They explain why certain things happen in certain ways, and it's good to see the smaller teams have better shape about themselves. Their fitness has improved, because back in the day, they'd be the fitness level between the PSL and the team that plays in the ABC Motsepe League, and we saw the Dondol Stars took Pirates to all the way to extra time to penalties. You know, so the fitness gap is also bridged, you know, which means the teams at the bottom are doing the right things.
It's only the Nedbank Cup that can give us the opportunity to see those, right?
That 100%. I mean, we talked Baroka back in the Nedbank Cup a couple of years ago before they became a PSL team. You know, and now we have Dondol Stars again now, you know, showing the same type of promise that Baroka.
Even Jimita had a whistle in the Nedbank Cup.
Yeah, I think it was Tux.
Yeah.
Chiefs was playing Tux, I think, at Ridgeville, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so sometimes that happens. You know, sometimes the whistle gets blown. There's whistles all over the place.
All over the place.
You know, so sometimes you get mistaken for it, and that particular day you just, you know, kind of got it wrong.
Would I be right if I said the likes of Andy Lejali, Togozi Siyende, the now Tembinkosi Lodge,
Yes.
Mudiba at Sundowns.
Yes.
I mean, those are some of the players that came through the ranks of the Nedbank Cup. They were spotted there. I'm sure you know others that I haven't mentioned.
No, 100%. The Nedbank Cup has unearthed a lot of talent. Like you've mentioned, Lodge, back at Maluti, when I was at Pirates. I think that must have been 2012.
When they gave you 4.
I think it was 2012 or something like that. Somewhere there around 2011, somewhere there around. But yeah, to see how the Nedbank Cup has made a difference, you know, and obviously there was the Nedbank Cup selection team. That would play
Kiona,
the Kiona team, you know, that also unearthed some talent. Some teams also ended up signing players from that program. So yeah, Nedbank has really put in a lot for football, and it's good to see, you know, and we hope long may it continue.
Just before we wrap it up, the Nedbank Cup final is in Pretoria.
Yep.
Gauteng gets to host the final for the first time in many years. That's quite a strange thing, but it's a beautiful thing to do, bringing it to the Loftus Stadium. I mean, come month end, we'll be all packed in there, having fun, but not knowing who is going through.
Yeah, finally enough, I made my debut in the PSL at Loftus.
Right?
Yes, against Bushbucks. Back in 2004. Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yes, and to see how the stadium has evolved, I think for any team, if I was a team and if I was in the final, I would want to play at Loftus. The change rooms is beautiful. The atmosphere becomes very, very nice. Hopefully the pitch is going to be in a good condition, which is the most important thing. I think for any player, you want to play on a good surface. But I think it has the potential to be one of the best cup finals. I mean, to wrap the season up with the last match at Loftus, having one of the Soweto Giants in the final guaranteed. I think it's going to be fireworks, and I think the Nedbank Cup final is going to be special this year.
It's already sold out.
It's already sold out just purely because of the potential of who's going to be in the final, and that's a good thing for Nedbank. You know, like the Soweto derby this weekend. You know, having one of the Soweto Giants in the final really makes a difference to the atmosphere and the anticipation and the whole vibe. You know,
Let's take it to the FNB. Let's take it to the FNB. Now, you've got Orlando Pirates going to the FNB this weekend against Kaizer Chiefs. I think that's a big win for the Nedbank Cup organizing committee already, that they have a derby before the final.
No, 100%. Like I said, you know, the derby brings about so much more supporters, so much more hype, so much more attention, you know, and it's just going to be a fantastic day on Saturday again, I think, at the FNB Stadium. Obviously, Chiefs have had the better of Pirates this entire season.
They've beaten you guys 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's been 3 times in a row, but you know, when it comes to the derby, form goes out of the window, and the previous results goes out of the window. So it's all about on the day who's ready to take it, you know.
But then again, there's also a matter in Stellenbosch, Kukuni, and as well as Stellenbosch. That must be a beautiful game for those who've got an eye for good football.
No, 100%. I did say that Stellenbosch Sundowns game was going to be one of the most important in the quarterfinal stage of the Nedbank Cup. You know, and it proved it. You know, it was a good game to watch, good quality. You know, and I think it's 2 good sides, 2 well-coached sides in Sekhukhune and Stellenbosch that's going to go up against each other. I think that game is also going to be for football people. Yeah. You know, let's get away with the supporters and all those type of things and the hype and all that. But for football itself, I think the Stellenbosch and Sekhukhune game is going to be a good match to watch.
Who's making the final?
I put my head on the block, the Pirates definitely, and then obviously against Stellenbosch, I would want to see a Pirates Stellenbosch final.
And Stellenbosch will take it?
No, I think Pirates will take it. But it'll be a good final. I think it'll be a good final. Yeah, it should be a good final. You can't write Stellenbosch off. They knocked out Sundown, so I think if you really look at it, Stellenbosch are also kind of favourites to lift the trophy.
What is it that we can expect from you within the Nedbank Cup space as the games are happening? Will we be seeing you at malls doing activations and all of that?
Yeah, so the Maponya Mall from today and tomorrow, and obviously Saturday as well. I think there's going to be hotspots for Nedbank Cup just to do activations, and hopefully I'll find myself over there just rubbing shoulders with the supporters. You know, it's always important for us as ambassadors to get close to the fan base, you know, and rub shoulders with them, and we'll probably go back down to memory lane when you see the Pirate supporters and the Chiefs supporters, because, you know, I hurt Chiefs a lot, Chiefs hurt us a lot, and, you know, the rivalry is always good, you know, but it's always good to see people around and just rub shoulders with the ordinary fans.
You've told me something very interesting and very exciting for a parent who says, I want my child to play football. I don't know whether we can talk about it now, or is it something still that on the pipeline for you?
Yeah, it's something on the pipeline. I will be starting a soccer school for age 6 to 12 years old in 4 ways. But I'm just trying to get all the ducks in a row, and then once everything is sorted, then I will do a launch. But it's basically going to be for kids 6 to 12 years old. Grassroots football, ball mastery. You know, that's the passion that I have. I come from that, you know, from an early age. And if we can do the ball mastery at an early age, then we are then able to develop better players for the future.
We're here to support you all the way.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming through, man. We appreciate it. We'll meet at all these activations as well as the match themselves, the matches themselves.
100%.
We'll make sure that we follow you and track you where you are to see whether your predictions come right.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks.